Tracker. What was it about the project that brought you on?
To Tracker?
Yeah.
Honestly, I do a lot of co-composing with Tyler Bates, and it was one of the shows that he brought into our studio, and I was lucky enough to be brought on with him. And the show is just, it's doing so well, and it's so much fun to write for.
All right, we do have a lot of composing students in the audience, so we like to ask, was there any scene that you're most proud of? Maybe a subtle scene where you thought the music really kind of added to it, that the audience might not notice as much, but it's subtle in there.
You know what, probably with Tracker, it's one of those shows where at the beginning of every episode there's a sort of a crime to be solved or a missing person to be found, and by the end of the show each show we find out who did it or who that is. At the beginning of every show, Coulter, our main character, arrives and he pulls up in his truck to the crime scene to figure out, and in the very first episode that we ever scored, we made a theme for him pulling up in his truck, and now every episode we do like a slightly different rendition of that theme together, and that's actually one of the ones I'm most proud of. Recently we changed it up, and the showrunner who we work with went, "Where's the Coulter driving music? We need the Coulter arriving music." Okay, great, I'm glad you missed it. So I am really proud of that one.
How fun is it actually developing music for the pilot, kind of setting the tone for the series? It must be challenging too, obviously.
Oh my God, it's always the hardest part when you start a TV show. That pilot's like writing a movie, like starting from scratch. But it's so brilliant because once you've found your colors and your tones and textures, the rest of the show then becomes so much easier. But yeah, that first episode is always the toughie.